It's something we never expect to happen to us, but according to U.S. Department of Labor stats, more than 200,000 Ohioans are victims of wage theft each and every year.
In fact, it's such a big problem, the city of Cleveland passed a new ordinance Monday pledging to not do business with companies convicted of cheating their employees.
Most people do not know that they have been a victim of wage theft. It is absolutely the norm in particularly hourly low wage work.
Okay, what more can be done about the growing issue of wage theft in Northeast Ohio?
News 5 investigator Joe Pakanakis took this issue to state investigators in Columbus and discovered better worker education on how to identify and report wage theft is a critical first step.
Here in Cleveland, the Northeast Ohio Worker Center is making significant strides in helping employees who believe they are victims of wage theft. The agency says too often these cases are going unreported because workers don't have the information they need or they have fear of employer retribution. Andy Schumann is a musician with the Cleveland Art Workers Collective.
Since I was a teenager, I've been playing shows.
But Andy says too often he and other Cleveland area artists are victims of wage theft.
A difficult process to actually get paid.
Andy says artists and other local hourly workers have experienced wage theft by being ordered to work longer hours than was agreed upon.
It would often end up to being less than the state minimum wage.
Andy is among a growing group of Ohio workers, according to U.S. Labor Department stats compiled by Policy Matters Ohio.
Dishonest employers steal from some 213,000 Ohioans every year just for minimum wage non-payment.
Policy Matters Ohio researcher Michael Shields, in his 2022 report, found that wage theft in the Buckeye State takes place in many forms that employees must recognize and report.
It can be not paying time and a half for overtime, simply not paying for all hours worked. One thing that we oftentimes see is misclassification. That can either be as a salaried worker who's not entitled to time and a half.
Over the past year, the Northeast Ohio Worker Center and its board chair, Grace Heffernan, have stepped in to help local employees who believe they've been victims of wage theft with information and resources.
Our primary goal is community education. And as a piece of that, we have started running a wage theft clinic.
Grace says employees who come forward to report wage theft will have their information kept confidential.
Would never move forward with talking to your employer or processing paperwork before you are comfortable.
Meanwhile, Andy says it's especially important for artists and other independent workers to take steps to protect themselves against wage theft.
You need to always be asking for a minimum payment. You need to have it in writing.
And information from Ohio's Bureau of Wage and Hour Administration, as well as the Northeast Ohio Workers Center, is posted right now on news5cleveland.com, or you can get to it using our News 5 app. Reporting here in Cleveland, I'm News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis.
Okay, so who's feeling the impact and how much is wage theft actually costing Ohio workers? According to U.S. Labor Department data compiled by Policy Matters Ohio, employers steal from 18.4% of Ohio workers who are paid $11.44 an hour or less. Now, women make up nearly 3 in 5 victims of wage theft here in our state. The average victim loses nearly $2,900 if they work an entire year.